It was May 2025. I was just finishing up my undergrad and then bam! A conditional offer for an MA on film and TV production, a course which is based in Belfast, and that I knew people who had previously done it. So, I worked my ass off, got my undergrad finished, and was ready to start this course. I had no real expectations going into this, but hey, it's just another film course. How hard could it possibly be? I'm meant to clap. I was excited and I was really nervous to start this course. I knew not many of my cinematic arts peers were going to do this course, mainly because I think they were a bit bored of education when it came to third year. I think a lot of them just wanted to get into the workplace, which is fair, but I had no idea what I was planning to do after my undergrad. So I thought, hey, maybe gain a bit more knowledge of the industry and a bit of a buffer into education, into a master's year, would be the way to go for me. From the modules list, I had a pretty good understanding of what the MA was going to do. And for the first semester, I was basically doing what I did in my undergrad. Essentially, curricular affections, short films, you name it. The only thing that was different from my undergrad was the contemporary screen culture module, the one on metamodernism, the one that I had no clue what it meant until I got into class. In her initial lecture introducing the module, Jenny Carlston described metamodernism as an oscillation between the dramatic irony and the sincerity. And honestly, this really rattled my brain because there's no one way to use metamodernism in film. How I solved this? I just paid attention. Even though it meant getting an 8 a.m. bus to be up for 10 a.m, I paid attention in class. I started watching and analysing, being like, oh, is this film metamodernism? One of the main challenges that I did face was the time. Plain old Derrigal, sitting right here. So with a course based on Belfast, it was about 4 hours, maybe 5, travelling each day. And that is exhausting, to say the least. I was also working part-time in a bingo hall 3 nights a week. So I was mainly working on the one day off I had, a Sunday. And let's just say I was mentally burnt out by the end of the semester. A highlight of the semester was Newcastle. I took a trip to Newcastle to see How to Train Your Dragon live in concert. And I did manage to work that into a bit of coursework. See my pitch presentation for Murat's module for a bit of sillies and goofies. And if work and school wasn't hectic enough, I needed a social life. I needed time with family, time with friends, and I could barely saw it in.
See, out of everyone that could have left, I'm probably the quietest here. And that's an insane thought to think about. Will you form a union and overthrow spooks? Ooh, maybe soon actually. That sounds like a good idea. That's why it's so funny.
That is me done Murat's module, and I will probably submit it next week after Jenny's class. Yeah, and it only took me 3 or 4 editing switch-ups. That is the update on Murat's. PJ's is all submitted. So my 2 bits of concept art is all submitted. Perfect. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Jenny's video essay, gonna be honest, I need to start planning that. I have not started planning it at all. And then I've started writing the 2 critical reflections I have to do in January. But yeah, that's the week 11 check-in. I did not think I had the time to get everything done, I'm going to be completely honest. It's
It's weird having like 0 time. I hate it.
So that's my thoughts about this semester as a whole. It was really fun, really tiring, and a lot more intense than what I was expecting going in. I mean, I thought it was another film course. I didn't realise how hard it would be. I knew I was going to regret saying that.